Air pollution. Introduction. By definition, air pollution is defined as the human introduction of chemicals, particulate matter, or biological materials that cause harm or discomfort to humans or other living organisms, or damages the natural environment into the atmosphere. Where does pollution come from? Unfortunately, there are numerous ways pollution is being distributed into our atmosphere. Pesticides and fertilizers, motor vehicles, farming operations, petroleum production facilities, surface coatings, solvents, power plants, factories, cars, trucks, stationary engines, dirt roads, farming operations, industrial crushing and grinding, wind-blown dust, combustion of fossil fuels, burning garbage and agricultural products. Outdoor air pollution. Well, we have all seen the numerous waste being emitted into the air as we look into our skies, and therefore most individuals tend to categorize air pollution into only the outdoor category by these familiar names: smog. Smog is a mixture of pollutants with ground-level ozone as the main component. It is caused by chemical reactions between pollutants from different sources, primarily automobile exhaust and industrial emissions. Smog is also more prominent in the city, where such events of driving, etc. are centered around. How does smog relate to urban sprawl? Urban sprawl is the spreading of a city and its suburbs over rural land at the break of an urban area. This relocation forces consumers to move farther away from work, social events, and even day-to-day commodities, thus increasing the amount of time their vehicle engine remains on. This excessive pollution is known as smog. This diagram shows the specific process in which acid rain is formed. By definition, acid rain is rain or any other form of precipitation that is unusually acidic. It especially has harmful effects on plants and aquatic animals. This diagram shows the specific process in which acid rain is formed. Effects of acid rain. Temperature inversion. A temperature inversion occurs when air close to the Earth is cooler than the air above it, and under such conditions the pollution is not able to rise and be dispersed, causing a musky build-up. Inversion can happen in any season, but is more prominent during the summer months where smog is experienced, and during winter months when there is particulate and carbon monoxide pollution, the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the overwhelming buildup of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is produced when fuels are burned, and our plants convert this released carbon dioxide into oxygen. However, due to our overlogging, many of our forests are being destroyed, some also by acid rain. The amount of waste humans are putting into the atmosphere is increasing at a faster pace and becoming more than our plants can convert. Ozone depletion. Ozone depletion occurs when chemicals created by our actions are released into the stratosphere. The stratosphere protects the Earth from harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun, and the release of SFCs from aerosol cans, cooling systems, etc. can remove some of this ozone, creating a hole and allowing the radiation to reach the Earth's surface. Ultraviolet radiation has also been known to cause skin cancer and has harmful effects on plants and wildlife. Indoor air pollution. Though we may not realize it, we spend a significantly large portion indoors, approximately 80 to 90% of our lives. We perform most of our daily activities in enclosed environments where circulation is not always present. Many experts estimate that indoor air pollutant levels are 25 to 62% greater than outside levels, and therefore that the majority of people suffer more from the effects of indoor pollution rather than outdoor pollution. Sources of indoor air pollution. Health effects. Air pollution can affect our health with either long-term or short-term effects. However, Pollution affects each individual in a different way. Young children, the elderly, and people who suffer from asthma or lung disease are extremely susceptible to the dangers of air pollution. The extent to which someone is harmed by air pollution usually depends on the total exposure to the damaging chemicals. For example, the duration of exposure and the concentration of the chemicals. Short term, this includes irritation to the eyes, nose and throat, and upper respiratory infections such as bronchitis and pneumonia. Long term, this includes chronic respiratory disease, lung cancer, heart disease, and even damage to the brain, nerves, liver, or kidneys. Prevention. The first step to solving air pollution is assessment, therefore scientists have to determine how much exposure we can handle until it proves too harmful. Building materials should be reviewed for potential harmful effects. This includes certain hardwoods and paints. Adequate ventilation is also a key to controlling exposure to indoor air pollution, especially in condensed areas. More alternatives to gas-run cars and improvements on public transportation when necessary. There is most likely an entire list of things we can be doing in a more sustainable, efficient way. However, it is just up to us to have enough initiative to put in the extra effort. The environment is always changing, but sometimes it cannot repair itself from our careless actions. Bibliography. Durgan, Wayne, Indoor and Outdoor Air Pollution. LBL. http://www.lbl.gov/education/lc/pollution main.html. December 18, 2008.